Magandang araw po sa inyong lahat. Ngayon ay May 17, 2022, Martes. Ito po ang The Stock Market Today. Kung first time niyo po sa channel na ito, ako po si Benji Chidoro, isang retired bank officer na nagsimula mag-invest sa Philippine stock market noong 2007. At ginagawa ko po ito araw-araw. I also report the latest news on your favorite and most active stocks. If you like the content, inimbitahan ko po kayo mag-subscribe. Kung meron po kayong stocks na gustong ipa-review, paki-comment lang po sa comment box at aking ipa-prioritize. Hindi po ako financial advisor. Anything I say in this channel ay hindi po financial advice. Ang ating financial news ay tungkol sa Vista REIT kasama ang ating financial headlines at ang resulta ng trading sa ating PSE ngayong araw, May 17, 2022, dito lamang sa The Stock Market Today. Sige po, mag-start po tayo sa ating financial headlines. From BDO Securities, remittances increased 3.2% in March. Bids for T-bills rejected as market bets on BSP hike. So, inaasahan po ng market na mas tataas pa ang rates, kaya nireject po siya. So, ngayon po, kung tinanggap po yan, yung 90-day T-bills ay magiging 1.76, while the 364-day T-bill would have been 2.83%. Pero nireject po yung mga auction o yung mga bids na yan. NEDA chief says 33 peso daily wage hike won't stoke inflation. Sa ating company news, SECB o Security Bank first quarter 22 income up 66% year-on-year to 2.7 billion pesos. Converge first quarter 22 net income climbs 27.2% to 2 billion. Megaworld or MEG net profits jumped 30% year-on-year in first quarter 22. Pure Gold reports 6.5% year-on-year growth in first quarter net income. ASEAN partners with Puri Usaha for renewable projects in Indonesia. FLI first quarter net income slides to 8.1% year-on-year. Vistaland posts 9.1% year-on-year growth in full year 21 net income. Pero ang ating main news ay nandito po sa Business World. PSE approves Vista REIT's IPO. Okay, let me put it up. Yan, okay. So, the stock exchange announced on Monday that it has approved the initial public offering of Vista REIT Inc., the real estate investment trust of Vistaland and Lifescapes Inc. In a statement, the PSE president and chief executive Ramon Monson said he was pleased with the steady increase in the number of REIT listings in the local bourse. The entry of Vista REIT will further boost the size of the REIT market and broaden the portfolio of mall and office building assets in the local REIT space, he added. The company will be offering up to 3.33 billion shares at a price of up to $250 each, with an over-allotment option of 333.75 million shares. The final offer will be determined on May 25 after the company's book building process. The company is expected to list its shares on June 15 under the trading symbol VREIT. The shares will be listed and traded in the main board of the PSE, and the sponsors will receive the entire proceeds of the offer, which should be reinvested in the Philippines. As mandated by law, Vista REIT should distribute to shareholders at least 90% of its annual distributable income as dividends. The company topped BDO Capital and Investment Corp, China Bank Capital Corp, PNB Capital and Investment Corp, RCBC Capital, SB Capital as joint lead underwriters with Abacus Capital and Investment Corp as participating underwriter. Vista REIT's portfolio includes 10 community malls in Metro Manila, Cavite, Rizal, Bulacan, Pampanga, Cebu, and 2 office buildings in Taguig and Bacoor, Cavite. Okay, yan po ang ating main news. At before we go to the PSE index, let me read some requests here. I think we have some requests from our subscribers. Isip Roman, Sir CREIT. Okay, CREIT. Dagdag po natin. Eugenio Purificacion, anong platform ang ginagamit ninyo sa vlog ninyo? Thank you po, sir. Instagrams po. Type nyo lang sa Google, Instagrams, and you will you can access the site, and it's most of the stock market bloggers in the Philippines use Instagrams as their platform. Okay, Philip Gons, thanks sir. Sir Bench, sabi ni Rogen, pa-review po ng Tel, Glow, Converge, and ICT tomorrow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Okay, sige po. Cobbs Capital, great video here and really enjoy the market insights. Keep up the excellent work. Salamat, Cobbs Capital. Then, si Frank Nifares, thanks again sir, yung GMA7 patuloy po na bumababa. Sige, tingnan natin po si GMA7 mamaya when we review. Meanwhile, let's take a look at the Philippine Stock Exchange and the Philippine Stock Exchange Index on how it performed today. Yan. Okay, the PSEI gained 92.54 points, up 1.42%. Nasa 6594.66 na po siya. So, it's the second straight day na green po si PSE Index. And part of that story is that nagba-bargain hunting po mga traders, no? PSE climbs on bargain hunting after 5-day slide. This was referring to yesterday. Dito naman sa market activity, 109 companies advanced, 88 declined, while 50 remained unchanged. The all-share index also advanced 0.78%. So, ano lang po, no? Maliit lang, almost flat. All the sectoral indices are up except for services. And the gainers was led by the holding companies at 2.13%. Yan. Okay, and then let's review the following stocks. Ano, ito po yung mga request ninyo. CREIT, Tel, Glow, Converge, ICT, and GMA7. So I think nag-gain din ng mga ito today. So let's start with CREIT. Okay, CREIT is, naku, bearish po si CREIT. Oh. Yung mga indicators natin nasa taas, including the 50-day moving average, which just appeared on May 6, no? So, almost oversold po yung stock. Nag-oversold po siya noong May 11. But right now, the RSI is at 31.60. Tignan na nga natin yung support and resistance based. Okay, based dito sa Investigrams, the support is at 243. Yes, it's at 243, and the first resistance is at 2.52. The second one is at 262. So yan po, no? So Citicore Energy is, the trend is going down. Pagkatapos naman, tingnan natin si TEL. PLDT, naku, tumataas si TEL. So it had a green candlestick today, gaining 15 pesos. Nasa 1965 na po, no? And TEL continues to move upwards. Blue chip stock po ito, no? One of the more resilient index stocks. And this is already resistance level. Nasa 1965. Gamitin nga natin yung SNR. Yan, 1967 po based on Investigrams. And support is between 1795 and 1857. Yan po, no, support and resistance, these are not exact points, but these are areas. And madali lang makita kung ang trend ay pataas, yung black line, yan po yung long-term indicator natin, is slightly moving upwards, which would indicate an upward trend. And then glow. Si glow ay, naku, bearish po si glow. But 2 days na pong green ang kanyang candlestick, which means that it might have recovered. On the short term, it seems that the tide is turning towards the upward or the upward trend. Ano? Yung RSI is already at the midpoint at 50.73. So support is here at 2200. And higher resistance based on Investograms is at 2554. Then let's take a look at Converge. Converge is, tagalin muna natin to, moving sideways, although it had a red candlestick today, but it gained 5 centavos compared to yesterday's price, no? So 0.18% up, just moving sideways. Support and resistance, the nearest one is at 2643, while the resistance is at 3105, and it's moving sideways. RSI is 47, a bit on the downside. Yan po. So we expect the stock to just move sideways in the coming days. In terms of fundamentals, tignan natin yung si Converge. Ang target price po niya is 37, nasa 27.85, which would mean that there is a 33% upside. Okay, ICT. Yan, ICT is, bumaba siya, no? 203, losing 4.460. And the RSI is at 35, medyo bearish po, no? Ang dating niya. It has been moving downwards, red candlestick for the 3rd or 4th day, and there is a gap down here, which means that sometime in the future that gap will have to be filled. May balita kaya ito? O bearish sentiment lang kaya? Walang ganong balita to. Okay, pero based on fundamentals, International Container Terminal 279, or about a 34% upside. Then finally we have GMA7. Pababa si GMA, pero what happened here? Naku, nagkaroon siya ng bounce dito, no? Pero the sentiment is still bearish. Please note that there are 2 gap downs here, and here. So the gap down is produced since the closing price of the previous day, or the opening price of the following day, is much lower than the closing price of the previous day. Yan po yung gap down. Yung gap up naman is closing price of today is much higher than the closing price of the previous day. Yan po ang gap up. And yung mga gap ups na yan and gap downs are filled sooner or later. Okay, so based on support and resistance, pinaka-support po nasa 965. And if this continues, then the stock might be moving up kasi oversold po si GMA7, ano? Yesterday it was oversold since RSI is at 14. Pero ngayon it moved up to 25 but still in the oversold level. Pagka po yung relative strength index is 30 and below, that's considered oversold. Yan po ang ating report sa stock market, ika-17 ng Mayo 2022. Ito po si Benji Chodoro, nagpapaalala, an investment in knowledge pays the best interest. Maraming salamat sa inyong pagtangkilik. Hanggang sa muli, stay safe, God bless, and bye for now.